Hey guys, it's Aviel Suarez from Farrell's Design. Today we're going to learn how to install an ADA handicap ramp that we're doing at a daycare project that we're doing actually an addition for. So come with me and we'll check out the addition. So as you can see, this is the extension from the old, the existing building. So we actually demoed what was there before and then built this entrance portico and the same thing, the extension of a classroom vestibule, a bathroom, and an extension of an existing classroom. So now as you can see, we have this entrance portico that we're going to actually do lattice work below this in order to enclose everything that's there. And then that's going to be the same kind of language that we're going to use on the ADA ramp, that 5/4 Trek system. It's actually TimberTech makes this product. It's just a composite system, and it actually has a concealed fastening system that has clips in it. So we're going to use that same kind of finish with AZAC cellular PVC boards on the outside to wrap all the PT decking that we're going to use here. So the first step is the architectural layout that you need to do for drawings for permitting purposes. You could see that this is the existing building, and then everything that's shaded is actually the addition that's added onto this project. And we will zoom in to the actual ramp itself. So we have a 5x5 landing off of the rear egress door, which brings you down to another 5x5 landing when we change directions, and then we narrow this down to 42 inches down to a grade level. So going from the first floor level down to the grade level turns out to be about almost 30 feet of ramp. So this dotted line actually represents the footing that we have that is actually going to hold the ramp stringers, and then we have a footing that's going to be in the middle here, and then 3 more footings on the extent of the actual 5x5 ramp landing that's there. And then just to have a clearer understanding of what's going on here, you could see it in 3D that we'll have that concrete pad at the end here with the other footing in the middle at the mid span, and then the 3 other footings that are on the extent of that 5x5. So what we're going to do is just got to calculate the actual distance from the wall based on the drawing that we had. So all we're going to do is just mark that up really quick. This is our center, and we're going to we have a 10-inch diameter sonotube that we're going to be using for that. So we're going to make our hole about like a foot in diameter at least. Since we have the holes already dug, we're just going to check that all of our forms actually fit. We use a nice trusty hole digger, which actually, now they got smart, they actually put some actual measurements on it. So you don't have to bust out a tape every time just to check how far you are. So we're good with the depths. The depths are good, it's just to see if the forms actually fit in the hole that we've done. So if we could shave off a little bit, so we're going to do that. If you don't know how to do a sonotube, installing the sonotubes is pretty simple. We're literally just going to sleeve them in the hole, make sure they go all the way down, make sure they're nice and firm. If you're a little taller, you could make them actually try to put an actual level in there, but we're just going to eyeball what we have there, and we're going to actually throw in some rocks just to keep the stability there. So we're going to throw in a couple big rocks that we have. We're going to wedge a couple here on the side, just so it doesn't move for us. Make sure it doesn't move. And then what we do is we could backfill a little bit just so it doesn't go anywhere, right? So let's get to the rest of them. We have 4 to do. I'll backfill each one of these now, just so it's not a trip hazard, and just be careful that I'm not going to be getting any in. So just a rake, we'll get it in there. We have backfilled all the forms. So all the sonotubes are all set, ready to be poured for concrete. And now what we're going to do is just finish up the pad. And what we're going to do is just build that out of, we have some 2x10. So basically all we're going to do is just make a box that's 40 by 22, right? So our measurements that's there, we're going to create a box to contain the concrete. It's only going to be 3-sided though. Got our box built, 3 sides, and now we're going to put it in the hole. So now that we have our forms in place, everything is level. we have some concrete. We're going to use a 4,000 PSI concrete that we picked up. You can get it even at your big box store. So we figured between everything, we got about 25 bags of concrete. This is going to take about 10. Now that we poured all the concrete, you can see we screeded everything out. So this footing's done, and then everything else is already poured. We were 4 bags over, so it was good. So we filled everything up to the same level. We got all 4 of these filled up. So now all we're going to do is wait for it to set, and then we'll be able to cut all these forms and start, framing from there up to do the handicap wrap. So thanks for joining us today. Tune in for the next part when we're going to actually build the frame of the deck.